out here in Wichita, Kansas. Wichita, which once was known as the abortion capital of the entire world, unfortunately, because of George Taylor. I'm out here on Black Friday at one of the busiest intersections in the entire city of Wichita. As you can see, lots of traffic out here, lots of traffic. A lot of people shopping, and a lot of people to reach with the truth. So I'm out here with a few signs. I've got a sign here on the pole, got a sign over there attached. It's a little windy today, so I got them attached to the poles and holding on to one here. And I'm reaching people, lots and lots of people. And I just knew that with Black Friday here, I had to get out there and reach the masses of people. So many people out today shopping and going out. So I'm encouraging. The big purpose of this video, why I'm filming this, is I want to encourage, exhort, and convict my brothers and sisters in Christ to get out there, to reach the masses of people in this culture who have been indoctrinated with the massive dehumanization of preborn children. The reason this Holocaust continues is because Christians ignore it, they tolerate it, and also because this culture has dehumanized the preborn for over 4 decades now. And even though science and technology affirm the humanity of the unborn child, from the moment of fertilization, people still believe it's okay to murder that child. And people still put forth the argument that it's not a human being in the womb until birth or until a And the Bible commands us to deliver those who are being taken away to death. It commands us to love our neighbor as ourselves. That includes your preborn neighbor, Christian, brother or sister. That includes your preborn neighbor. This is not a special calling. This is not a special ministry set aside for just a few, a select few. No. We all need to be doing this. We all need to be doing something to end this Holocaust. Until we do, this will not end. We've had 46 years, going on 46 years, and this hasn't ended. Because most Christians do nothing about abortion. And the book of James says that true and undefiled religion in the sight of our God and Father is this: to visit orphans and widows in their distress, and to keep oneself unstained by the world. And I can assure you that no one in this culture is more of an orphan than the preborn child who's scheduled to be butchered to death tomorrow morning at Planned Parenthood and other abortion facilities. No one needs your help more. No one has more of an urgent need of your help than your preborn neighbors who are scheduled to be murdered tomorrow morning? Nobody. What will you do about mass murder? The vast majority will do nothing. They will keep their mouth shut. They will remain silent. They will look the other way while their neighbors are butchered to death down the road from their church, from their home. They will do nothing about it. What will you do, brother, sister? Whatever you do, don't do nothing. And I'd encourage you to stop just throwing money at organizations. Stop voting for evil pro-life Republicans who absolutely refuse to criminalize abortion, who refuse to treat abortion as cold-blooded murder. There's almost no pro-life Republican in this country who will treat abortion as murder. They'll say abortion's murder, but they don't act like it. They don't live like it. They put forth meaningless bills that regulate murder, that treat murder like healthcare, and they refuse to criminalize it. That needs to stop now. We need to demand of the magistrates, of those in office, from the president to the police officer, that they defy Roe v. Wade, that they defy the Supreme Court, because the Supreme Court is not God. We need to demand of them to interpose and protect all life from fertilization to natural death, no exceptions, no compromises. Until we do that, this Holocaust will not end. And to my brothers and sisters watching this, listening to this, you still may be thinking, okay, what can I do? Maybe you wanted to get involved, but you don't know what to do. I have been there. I encourage you to do your research. That's what I did. That's how I got ideas of what to do. That's why I'm out here now. Because I saw others doing this. I saw others doing things like this. But I'd encourage you, buy yourself a sign. Buy yourself several signs. Get out to the streets. Get out to the busy intersections. Buy literature. Buy drop cards. Go to ahagear.com. Visit abolishhumanabortion.com. Look it up on YouTube as well. Abolish human abortion. See abolitionists around this culture who are taking action, who are taking to the streets on a regular basis to show the public what they are doing to children, what they have been tolerating for far too long, for over 4 decades. Show the public what they have been tolerating. Show Christians what they have been ignoring. Show pastors what they have been tolerating, ignoring, looking the other way. They're just like the religious leaders in the parable of the Good Samaritan who walked by on the other side of the road while their needy neighbors were dying in the ditch. Pastors do the same thing today. Religious leaders do the same today. They walk by on the other side of the road while their preborn neighbors are being butchered to death. And they walk by thinking that they are too busy. They have too many religious duties to take care of. It's not their calling. That's the response of the vast majority of pastors in this culture. That's the response of the vast majority of religious leaders. They may talk about abortion. They may mention it once, or they may mention it here and there from the pulpit, but they do not act like it's murder. They don't. It's time to act like abortion's murder. Until we do, this Holocaust will not end, plain and simple. So, I encourage you, my brothers and sisters in Christ, to get out to the streets. Watch YouTube videos on this. Abolish human abortion, abolitionists taken to the streets. That encouraged me to do what I'm doing right now. Because I didn't used to do this on a regular basis. But I'm out here, and I'm very much introverted. I'm quiet. I'm reserved. I'm very reserved. I've had people tell me that over the years, and I'm still doing it. So whatever your personality, please get out there. Stop making excuses. Your preborn neighbors cannot afford any more of your excuses. They cannot afford any more of my excuses. They need our help now. Please get out there. And yes, today is a very busy day with traffic because of Black Friday, but tomorrow there'll be lots of traffic there too through the weekend. And Christmas is coming up. Get out there. Let the masses see these signs. If you got a megaphone, preach the gospel to the oncoming traffic, to people walking by. Go out to the public arena, to the public areas where events are going on. You can reach thousands and thousands of people by yourself. There are abolitionists who are doing this by themselves. Right now I'm out here by myself. But and that's why I encourage you to watch other abolitionists, watch what they do on YouTube. See what they're doing, see where they're going. That will give you ideas and courage and boldness to do likewise. It did for me. I saw abolitionists getting out there, and I'm thinking, I gotta do that right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. And that's what I'm doing. This is not necessarily in my comfort zone. I do it anyway. I do it because it's needed. Because my preborn neighbors need my help. And I have to get over myself to love them as myself. I hope this has exhorted you, inspired you, encouraged you, convicted you to take action. To come out from the masses of professing Christians in our culture who are doing nothing to rescue children from death, who are doing nothing to abolish abortion. Talk to your pastor. Get him to do something. Talk to your elders, the leadership of your church. Ask them to take leadership on this. Ask them to take leadership on this. If they're not doing anything, ask them, why aren't you doing anything to abolish abortion? Why aren't you doing anything about that abortion mill down the road? Why is no one, maybe but you, going out to the abortion mill to rescue children? Do you not read the Bible? Do you not study it? Do you not take God's word seriously? The second great commandment? It's time to get out there now. It's time to deliver those who are being taken away to death. It's time to love your preborn neighbor as yourself. Press on, brethren, and get out there today. Your preborn neighbors need you. They need you now. It's time to love your neighbor as yourself.